Hello, my guy, my homies, my hotties, and my friends, because I know only my friends are listening to this. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of Miso-en-scène podcast. I am your host, Miso, unfortunately. Joking. Yeah. And today I have a very special episode because it is regarding an actor that I had been simping for like the longest time. He's kind of having his moment right now, but yeah, he's from this, like fantasy saga that we really, really love to hate, and that is Twilight. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, it's Robert Pattinson time in here, homie. Okay, oh my god, I am obsessed. But it's not even because he's hot, or that he's British, or that he used to date FK Twigs, which is literally like the coolest thing he's ever done. Um, but yeah, I really like the progression of his career because I feel like he's got like such a weird career trajectory. And yeah, we're gonna be discussing that. How crazy is that? Because I was thinking maybe I'd do like, like a ranking of the Cullen family members or something, because I had been having, kind of like a Twilight revival moment, at least like around last month or so. Even though like I did rewatch the saga, I think around November or October with Ollie, because we were just kind of like, oh, you know what, let's watch something stupid, and then we just kind of like, yeah, fuck yeah, Twilight, my homie. And I think Twilight, wait, no, sorry, The Lighthouse was released in Australia like early January or something. And at that point, I had become obsessed with Robert Pattinson again. But it all stemmed from, like watching Good Time by Josh and Benny Safdie. And yeah, I was just thinking that his character was so cool in there. And I think, okay, in the movie, he's dating Jennifer Jason Leigh, and like he's such an asshole there. He's such a dick, but that's kind of like the appeal of his character, really. And then like Benny Safdie, like one of the directors of the movie Good Time, like he actually acted in there as well as like Robert Pattinson's brother, and holy shit, his acting was really good. Like I was honestly surprised. But yeah, I think Good Time was one of my favorite movies of 2017, and that was just kind of like how I got super into the Safdie brothers kind of thing. But I had only seen more of their filmography, I think, earlier in like early 2020, like early January 2020, because my previous roommate Sam and I were anticipating for Uncut Gems, and then we were just kind of like, yeah, I think we should rewatch like most of their filmography, most of which are actually on YouTube, and they actually like upload them because they did mostly short movies, which are quite funny. I think my favorite is it's not Daddy Long Legs. I think it's the one where it's like, I think it was a drug cartel, um like getting busted or something. I might actually have to look this up on Letterboxd. The cover has like a tiger statue on it. Let's see, Josh Safdie. I'm sorry, Benny, but it's just easier for me to type it this way. It is called Trophy Hunter. I really liked it. I think I gave it a 4-star on Letterboxd, even though, like, I don't know, not a lot of people liked it, but I did. It was like 4 minutes though. And then I watched oh no, okay. This one's actually my favorite. It's The Pleasure of Being Robbed. This wasn't on YouTube though. I watched it over at Mubi, and it's about like this girl Eleanor who was just like, like walking through New York, and then she stole a car, and then she's a bit of a kleptomaniac, I think, and then yeah, like she didn't sleep with Josh, but like they were just kind of like driving around and be cute and stuff, and I was like, I think it's kind of cute. Like all of the people that she robbed actually left with a smile. They were kind of like, ah, okay, like thank you, Eleanor, for stealing my shit. I digress, but yeah, that's kind of like how I revived my love for Robert Pattinson again. And then I don't know why I was gonna say Uncut Gems, even though like Robert Pattinson wasn't even in Uncut Gems. But yeah, he was in Good Time, and he was amazing in it, I think. And yeah, I think I'm going to be discussing his career from like the very first, because it is honestly quite ridiculous. Because I understand that he's British, and I think before he acted in Harry Potter, like he was only in British movies. But then again, like Harry Potter's a British movie too, right? How do I sort by release date? Okay, earliest first. We have Vanity Fair, which I haven't seen, but it's got absolutely no one that I know of. And then you've got, oh, Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire. So that's like the third movie he's ever acted in. And I really, really hated him. Like, when I watched Harry Potter for the first time, I just thought he was annoying. I just thought that, like, oh, he's not even that hot. But then again, like, I totally had the hots for Fred Weasley, I think. Is he the twins? Fred and George. Yeah, oh, Fred and George. Yeah, I totally had the hots for them. Because they were, like, awkward, lanky guys. And I think I was into those kinds of guys into like 2005, 2006. And then we have The Haunted Airman. It's by Chris Durlasher. I don't know. But the poster looks fucking ridiculous. It's got like, it looks like he's got a shit ton of makeup on, but it's like vampire makeup. Yeah, he was like the lead role in it. And I think this is, yeah, it's a BBC production. Duh. And then you've got three that I don't really know of. It's called the Bad Mother's Handbook, and then How to Be by Oliver Irving. Oh, yeah, I absolutely know none of these names. Powell Jones, Johnny White, Mike Pierce. Wait, I've heard that name somewhere. No, he's only acted in that movie. And then we have Little Ashes. The poster really looks like Dali. Oh my gosh, it is about Salvador Dali. So, like, Robert Pattinson once acted as Dali in Little Ashes by Paul Morrison. And yeah, I think this is another one of, like, British productions. I think these are for, like, Lifetime movie kind of productions, really. And then we have Twilight. Oh my god, exciting. Catherine Hardwicke. I am obsessed with Twilight, if you can tell. I feel like most of my close friends know that, like, it's, I don't want to say that it's borderline concerning, but like I was genuinely obsessed with Twilight during its revival. You know, like I think like late 2019. Yeah. I feel like people started watching Twilight again around that time, and then people were just kind of like realizing that the books weren't that bad, but it's just kind of like the execution of them, like bringing them up to, you know, like movie screens. Like they've just been kind of translated weirdly. And then we have New Moon. Okay, I have something to say about Jacob. I fucking hate Jacob so much. Because first of all, like, he's a pedophile. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'm just gonna say it here. This goes on record. I do not care. You can quote me. Jacob Black is a pedophile. Like, who the fuck has a crush on, like, a newborn baby? And then, like, I mean, spoiler alert. So, like, the whole time Jacob was obsessing over Bella was only because he was imprinting on Bella's daughter. And yeah, so like if you don't know what imprinting is, it's basically like simping, but like very powerful and kind of like animalistic. Because you know, like Jacob Black, like they're the werewolves. Apologies. And yeah, I just thought it was really, really creepy. As much as it is creepy that Edward Cullen and like the rest of the Cullen family just, you know, like they just decide to, hey, you know what? We're just gonna stay in high school for like hundreds of years, even though we could have just like maybe, you know, work on a cure of cancer or something. But they just, you know, they just stay in high school for fucking ever. I hated high school, so I just didn't really understand like why they would do that to themselves. I think it's ridiculous. And yeah, I think okay, and then oh my fucking god. Bella's dad is a cop. He's yeah, like and a really shitty one that is cuz like the whole time he was working, he would only just be like, you know, like absolutely doing the bare minimum, like oh, we can't really do anything about this. And then he comes home and like, you know, hi Bella, like I'm sorry, I don't know how to be a good father figure for you. Yeah, like no shit, bro. Like just no shit. Like I just couldn't understand like why Bella wouldn't just like move back to her mom's town. I think it was Jacksonville or something in Arizona. I'm so bad with geography. I'm kidding. I'm really good at geography, but just not American geography because it's so weird. Why do you have 50 states for? Anyways, yeah. And then we have Remember Me. It's Alan Coulter. I think I could have sworn I saw this, but yeah. So like in middle school, I used to resell you know, like Bali DVDs. If you don't know what that means, it's just you know, not really rip-offs, but you know, not fake either. I don't know the English word for it, but you get what I mean, right? And this was one of the DVDs that I sold, but I'd never watched it. Yeah, this was in middle school. This was like around the time when I would watch Dear John, The Notebook. Oh, I was obsessed with Notebook. But I just kept thinking the whole time, like, what if we remake The Notebook, but with Robert Pattinson? But then I think it's stupid. Okay, let's scrap that. I don't like that. And then we have Eclipse, which is weird. It's such a weird fucking movie. I think Eclipse is like the worst out of the 5 movies in Twilight because it's just basically like a filler. Like it doesn't have a coherent, you know, like plot line because the whole okay, spoiler alert. In Breaking Dawn, wait, it's not Breaking Dawn. In New Moon, like in the end of New Moon, um Edward Cullen proposes to Bella, in which she was like, no, because I'm so young. I'm still 17. Like, no fucking shit, bro. Like, yuck. Like, Edward Cullen was 100 something something and Bella was 17 and they kissed. Like, uh, but anyways, Eclipse was totally unnecessary because I don't even think the Volturi, which is like you know, the Donald Trump of this universe. Yeah, I don't think they were in there. Or were they? I can't really see it in here. Oh, they were. Yeah, I really don't like them. And it got a little darker though when it comes to Eclipse. Even though like it's during the eclipse. But yeah, I think it was unnecessary. I didn't yeah, it's just my least favorite out of the 5. And then we have Love and Distrust by Lorraine Bracco. I haven't seen this either. I think, oh, wait, okay. What the fuck? Robert Downey Jr. is in here. James Franco is here. Amy Adams is in here. And, yeah. Keisuke Hawashi. Wait. No, I don't know what that is. Sorry. And then we have Water for Elephants, which I saw. This is by Francis Lawrence. This was out like in 2011. This was around the time when I was dating like this very like Islam fanatic, and like the poster was like of 2 people like almost kissing, and then he was like, "Oh, we shouldn't watch that because there are people kissing in there," and I'm just like, bro, I saw Pulp Fiction I think when I was like 9 or something. But anyways, I did see it, but without him. And Christoph Waltz in it though. I didn't know who he was. And like now I'm obsessed with him. Not really. But he's a Libra though. All Libras are good in my book. And then we have Breaking Dawn Part 1, which is arguably like the best one. Because they got married and then they went to like this really nice like honeymoon. And Carlisle was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm giving you guys like this whole estate with with like the whole island," because they went to like an island quite close to Rio de Janeiro. And yeah, I think this is the best Twilight. And his acting got a little better though. Robert Pattinson's definitely. And yeah, and like the biggest part of this movie is that Bella Swan converted. Like I keep forgetting the word to it because like it's not converting. I mean she is converted to like being a vampire. But anyways, I really like this one because I think her wardrobe got so much better, and we can only thank Alice Cullen for that. Yes, Alice is one of my favorites. And then we have Bill Ami. It's by Nick Ormerod and Declan Donnellan. I don't think I've seen this. It really looks like, a ripoff of like a Pride and Prejudice or something. Or I'm just gonna sound like really ignorant here. But when am I not though? Oh, Uma Thurman's in here. Christina Ricci. Anthony Higgins. Why does he sound familiar? Oh, look at that picture. Okay, so if you go to his profile in Letterboxd, like he's got like such a nice picture. He looks so sharp. After that we have Cosmopolis. Oh, okay. I think this is the Cronenberg movie that I don't really like. I mean, I'm not even like a huge fan of Cronenberg. I only like The Fly, Videodrome. And yeah, because those are the only ones that I've seen outside of like the ones with Robert Pattinson. But yeah, I honestly I didn't like this. And then we have Breaking Dawn Part 2, which is arguably like the second worst um, of the saga, because like there's a fight scene in there that apparently was just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna give you a bit of a background here. So Alice, which is like one of the Cullens, she has premonitions, so she can look into the future, and the whole fight scene, the whole like, how in Avengers they would have like the ultimate like battle, whatever. So it was in there, but apparently it was just a vision by Alice, and I was just like, fuck you. No, you can't do this, because they killed Carlisle in there, and Carlisle's my favorite Cullen. Because I think he's cool, even though like he's like super rich. Apparently he's like a billionaire or something. Like a multi-billionaire, I think. I checked this on Forbes, because apparently they have like this like richest list. Just kind of dumb, I think, for, like richest list for fictional characters. And, what's her name? Lucille Bluth from Arrested Development is like number 1 or something. Yeah, and then we have like a bunch of movies that I haven't actually seen. Like Lost City of Z, and then Rover Maps to the Stars, which is also Cronenberg. Oh wait, yeah, okay. So I've only seen Cosmopolis, The Fly, and Videodrome by Cronenberg. And we have Good Time. Oh my god, I love Good Time so much. I didn't have a good time watching it though. I think I got super stressed. It was so anxiety inducing. And then we have High Life, which I don't think I want to see, because apparently there's like a rape scene, and like I'm a bit sensitive towards that, which is why I hate Irreversible. As much as like I really liked it, but also like I fucking despise it. It's like Claire Dennis and Mia Goth. I feel like most of my friends have seen it, and whenever they would make jokes about like the one scene where, spoiler alert, like Mia Goth exploded or something, like they would, just laugh and I feel left out, as I would every single day. Kidding. Then we have The Lighthouse. I saw The Lighthouse twice in one weekend, and both of them were like in, like the outdoor theater in Somerville in Perth, in UWA. And, yeah, I really liked it. I can honestly spend like an hour talking about this movie, but oh my god, I just can't get over this. I'm sorry. I think this is like peak Robert Pattinson. Then we have The King, which okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's got Timothée Chalamet, which I was obsessed with, but now I'm just kind of like, yeah, society has progressed past the need for Timothée Chalamet. And we need more of Robert Pattinson, anyways. But yeah, I thought it was meh. It was okay. And yeah, I think this is like the projection. Not really the projection, but just like a recap of his career. This is so ridiculous. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him on Tenet though, and the Batman as well. I think I'm gonna be so keen. I'm not so much of like a superhero kind of, superhero movie kind of person, but I mean, it's still cool to be keen, right? Robert Pattinson, if you're listening to this, I love you forever and ever. Thank you, everyone. I hate this episode.